What is going on, y'all? It's your boy, my head back again for another motherfucker back here. Today is Monday Reaction, and today is we are going to be reacting to It's Been a Minute, Will Smith, the whole situation with the whole Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. It's been like 2 months, I believe, since this happened. It's crazy how time flies because it was a very, 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 very shitty situation because everybody, it's like at that moment when he slapped Chris Rock, like it affected not only like the families as well. Like, you know, families was coming out and all pissed off and shit about it. Like the Rock family, they was pissed. Like Will's family was pissed about the situation. Everybody had their own opinion about it. Everybody had their whole squabble on social media about it. It was just a crazy situation because it's like, damn, bro. It's like, I don't know, but let's just see how this apology goes. You know, people are gonna probably say, "Oh, he just apologized because of, and why did it take so long?" And listen, honestly, I felt like, you know, me personally, I don't really mind that it took as long as it did. Maybe he was trying to apologize, but Chris wasn't trying to hear all of it. That's probably what was going down. You know, it's just, and maybe there needed to be time for shit to just calm down because at the time shit was hot. You know, everybody was all like the situation was hot. The situation was hot. So it's like, you know, what could you really do at that moment? You know, what could you really say? You know, because it was like, it's kind of like a damn if you do and damn if you don't type of situation. Because it's like, if you apologize, then it's like, oh, you just apologizing because you don't want to be looked bad. Or if you don't apologize, then, oh, you just an egotistic, shitty ass motherfucker and shit like that. It was like, damn if you do it, damn if you don't. You were kind of like at a lose-lose situation like that. So it's like, I don't know. What would you do if you were in that situation? What would you do if you were very popular like Will and you ended up doing that and then it just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just like, I just want to see what he's got to say because I think everybody wants to hear what he has to say because this is, like, honestly, I forgot about the whole situation. I ain't even gonna cap y'all. I forgot about the whole situation because, like I said, this shit happened like 2 months ago. Like, it was a trend for a minute, and then everybody forgot all about it. That's the thing about when shit goes down with these celebrities. You know, people talk about it for a minute. You know, it becomes like a trend, a situation, a type of situation, and stuff like that. I keep saying situation. I'm trying to say situation. I don't know why. Situation. Who cares? But yeah, it became a trend. Everybody was talking about it on TikTok, Instagram. I even spoke on it. I spoke on it on TikTok because I was like, you know what, let me speak my piece on it because it's on my mind and shit. Let me speak on it and all that. So, by the way, if y'all want to go check that out, go check it out on my TikTok and everything. But yeah, I spoke on it. Everybody was speaking on it for a minute, and then it's like, everybody don't talk about it. That's why I said when it comes to shit happening with these celebrities, people talk about it for a minute, then you forget about it. It's a crazy situation, but it's like, hey, it is what it is. You know, ain't the first type of situation, ain't the first type of celebrity confrontation, and it ain't gonna be the last. So calm down, y'all. But long story short, let me get into this video. And now, it's been a minute over the last few months. Oh, it's a few months. I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. You asked a lot of fair questions, but I wanted to take some time to answer. Okay?
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
That was a lot of questions that was asked.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship.
Yeah,
Tony
I saw
Rock
that one. That shit
was my man.
Ooh, Tony was pissed.
And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to
Damn, it's like you can see the hurt in his eyes.
Image and impression of me.
This shit's heavy, y'all.
And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself, right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Damn, that shit was heavy. I ain't even gonna cap. It was heavy. I mean, at the end of the day, Like he said, he's human, you know. And at the a moment of the whole situation, you don't really think about it because it's like, damn, like everything was going down. You know, he had said that slap affected a lot of people, like not just the family, but it affected everybody that was at that Oscar Awards because it's it's unfortunate how situations like this that happen at, especially at award shows, just affects the whole award show. Like it takes away the award show because like when big shit like that happens, unfortunately, everybody don't give. Everybody is so tuned in because it's like, damn, this shit crazy. It's like a trend. It becomes a trend because some people think that, oh, I'm really coming on here because I'm just speaking my piece on it. When really you got those people that really are just coming on there because it's a trend. It's a trend. They don't give a fuck about the situation. They don't give a fuck about who was all hurt in it. They just doing it because everybody else is doing it. They're doing it to get views. They're doing it to get this, and they're doing it to get that. It's like, you know, it just is. It's unfortunate. I know I'm going off topic of it, but you know, people be doing that shit. It's fucked up. Whereas it's like, you know, you got to think about. You got to think. A lot of people, like I said, got hurt in this, and I truly feel like Will feels really bad about the situation and he's regretting it. And I feel like this was a genuine apology because you could come on, y'all can see the hurt in that nigga's eyes. Like you cannot watch this video and be like, ah man, he bullshitting. He probably reading the protocol. He reading this and that. He was reading the comments of what was said, of how people felt like he was letting them down and this and that. He was answering the questions. So I don't feel like he was capping on all of that or bullshitting or fronting or whatever the fuck y'all want to say. I don't feel like he was. I feel like this was a genuine apology. I feel like he's taking responsibility for his actions because every action has a reaction, every consequences and shit. Like I said, when it first came out, I felt like not only Will was in the wrong, I felt like Chris was in the wrong too. Like, I felt like Chris was in the wrong too. Because at the end of the day, whatever y'all want to say about Jada and her issues and her somewhat, because she ain't perfect. She ain't perfect, y'all. Come on now. She ain't perfect. However, that was still his wife. That's still his wife, though, at the end of the day, y'all. That's still his wife. That's still the woman of his. That's still the mother of his children. At the end of the day, whatever y'all want to say, that's still his wife. That's still the mother of his children. Have some respect. You damn sure shouldn't have talked about the lady about her being bald and shit like that. Her alopecia, because alopecia ain't nothing to be joking about. There's lots of people that are struggling with alopecia nowadays, and it ain't nothing to be played with. It's never funny about people losing their hair whatsoever. And I felt like he was out of pocket for making that joke. So I feel like both of them were to be held accountable for their actions. I feel like both of them were to own up to what they've done. Will's own up to it. I really want to see when they like talk it over, like when they have a sit down and talk it over. Like I think that's what everybody is waiting for them both to just sit down and talk like grown ass men, like they should have to begin with. If you ask me, you know, I feel like they should have sat down or went to the side and talked like grown ass motherfuckers. Cause come on, these motherfuckers is like they old heads. You know, they ain't like my age. You know, I would expect, like if they were in my age range and they were like early 20s and shit like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they popped up like that. Cause come on, y'all, we all outside. We all be like, we be ready to throw hands with it, man. I mean, for one, I know I would. I know I'd be ready to throw hands. I ain't even gonna cap y'all. But these are grown ass men with children, married and shit like that. You know, and they're held to a higher standard because not only they black men, but they're black men celebrities. that's what it was like. Oh, come on, y'all. But I don't know. I just hope that they can sit down and talk this over, and they can just be done with the shit. I mean, yes, this would be talked about for years to come. Like, hey, you remember when Will slapped Chris Rock and shit like that? But it's like, at least, I don't know, man. I don't know, because it's almost like if they do apologize and when they do sit down, it still ain't gonna mean shit because the niggas gonna be talking about it still just to feel relevant. I don't know, y'all, but that's my 2 cents in this situation. I feel like I said, Will Smith's apology was genuine in my opinion. Y'all, they want to say otherwise, then that's you guys. You know, at the end of the day, everybody has a right to their opinion. There's an opinion and there's a fact at the same time. Know that too. But I'm gonna get off of here, so y'all stay tuned about this whole situation. Stay tuned. What I'm gonna need y'all to do is I'm gonna need y'all to like, I'm gonna need y'all to comment, I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. Hit that bell for notification on the motherfucking bangers, and I shall see you in the next video. I don't know about challenges. I really don't, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing a challenge tomorrow. I might not, because I really don't have anything in my brain. I mean, I could do Smash or Crash, but it's like how many Smash or Crash have I done now? I don't know, y'all. Oh my gosh. Damn, niggas keep yawning this shit. I just woke up, y'all. Excuse me, but yeah, I don't want to keep doing the same challenges. It's lame. So it's like when I throw a challenge out there, I want it to be like new and fresh. So maybe not tomorrow. I'll do a mukbang though. I'm gonna try to do a mukbang though. But yeah. This week is the first week of August. My birthday's gonna be this week. I'm gonna be 21 years old on August 6th on Saturday. I don't know if that day I'm spending time with my family or what, because I think my mom's going to ATL this weekend. You know, which I said, hey, go ahead and do, because you know, I don't really have any plans of doing much with my family. Only thing I'm doing with my folks is eating dinner or breakfast, and that's pretty much it. Most of the big days I'm doing with my homies and my peoples and shit like that. But if so, like either Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna go and hang out with all of my friends. You know, everybody, like the ones that are going to LA with me, and then the ones that are not. You know, I kind of want to do like a big like group get together type of situation, because it's like, and all the people I'm trying to get with, half of them I haven't seen like in a couple years now since high school. So it's like, hopefully we could get that together and everybody can get together, because that would be really dope, because it's like kind of like a reunion, like a family reunion type of situation, because it's like I said, we all ain't been together like that since high school, you know. And it's like I said, when we all get together, you see when we all get together and shit like that, you know, it'd be wow, it'd be hella laughs and shit. But yeah, can't wait for that. Next week, go to LA Wednesday. I still gotta pack and shit, but I gotta get shit washed before I can do all that. But yep. A lot of shit coming up this weekend. Next week, shit's going down. So y'all stay tuned. And on that note, I'm gone. Deuces, nigga.